Good morning and thanks for tuning in. My name is Michaela Geis. I'm here at Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado, right here on the side of I-25, just north of Denver. Feel free to stop by and check us out sometime, but this morning I'm going to take you through this brand new 2023 Cimarron Norstar 2-horse bumper pull. This is the silver metallic color, and this one is a little bit different setup, so I'm excited to kind of take you through this one. It's a little bit different than our inventory that we've had on the lot. So this one is still available. Keep that in mind as you check it out and see if you might be interested in this one. So we'll start here at our front tack. You'll notice first thing, this one is going to have that door organizer on your front tack door. A lot of our inventory is having that brush tray right here on the bottom. This one has that door organizer instead. These are really nice because they're going to have two different zip up pockets up here, so you can store stuff in here and then zip it up. You don't have to worry about anything falling out. And then you have all these other pockets down here to stick, like spray bottles in here would work really well. Fly spray, Shoshin, detangler, liniment spray, anything like that. You can stick your hoof picks or your soft brushes, hard brushes, anything in here that's just super easy, quick grab. And then you notice it is mesh, so it's going to be really easy to clean. Really, I think you could just take a hose to this and just spray it down and let it sit here in the sun kind of like this and dry off, and that would work really well. So instead of having just that one tray at the bottom, you're going to have a full door of organization here, which is really nice. You do have a window on this door as well, so if you need to get some ventilation running through this trailer, you can do that. You can just open it up a little bit, open it up all the way, whatever you need to do. Just keep some airflow in here. Maybe you get a little bit of that musty smell or a horseshoe smell. You want to keep that out of here. Maybe with this setup, you want to keep this as your dressing room and then use that rear tack that I'll show you guys later as your tack room, and then keep this one nicer for changing, something like that. That could work really well with this setup. So having that airflow ventilation, you can open it. Maybe you got to change your clothes for a horse show on a hot summer day. You want to climb in there and get dressed, open that up. That way you don't get too hot when you're in there. This one is that extra big 42-inch door opening that we're used to on these Cimarrons. Super nice, and it still is going to have that fold down step for you guys, so when you do climb in here for your tack, change your clothes, anything like that, it is going to drop it down 6 to 8 inches, make it a lot easier for you guys climbing in and out of this trailer, which is really nice. You'll also notice inside of this front tack room, it is going to have your gray rubber tread kind of flooring, so that is an upgrade option, and it is very popular. It's really easy to keep these ones clean, not having that carpet in there or those rubber mats that pull up. This is all one piece. Kind of goes all the way around seam to seam. It's super nice, and it's going to be really easy to clean if you just want to sweep it up or get one of those little hand vacs in there and clean it up that way. I've used those a lot before. So that is great flooring for this trailer. I'll go ahead and step up in here now and kind of show you more of what it has. This is a front tack setup right now. It's more of like a dressing room setup because we do have that folding rear tack in the back that we'll show you guys. If you did want to make it your tack room though, you can move that post back there right up front here. So it's going to stick into the floor here and then into the ceiling up there. So it is a removable post that can be transferred from your rear tack to your front tack, or we could also upgrade and buy a second one of those posts and have tack up here and tack back there. So you do have lots of options with this kind of setup, like I said, or you just leave it back there and have this as your dressing room. With it being a dressing room, you do have a clothes bar up top on the ceiling. You guys can check that out up here. This is their clothes bar, so you can go ahead and hang all your clothes up there, your show clothes, your rodeo shirts, jackets, rain slickers, anything like that that you might need. Maybe you're going for a trail ride and you do want that rain slicker just in case you get wet. You can hang that up here as well. So really lots of big storage space in this trailer. Maybe you need to have some tack trunks. I always tell you guys I have a giant tack trunk, and it's not for tack, it's just for all the clothes that my horse wears. So that could fit really well in this space to keep all his magnet sheets, his back on track quick wraps organized. And then on this wall, it is fully carpeted. They did go ahead and just carpet the entire partition wall on this trailer. And you can get 2 sets of bridle hooks here. So you have 6 total. When you do hang them against this carpet, it's going to deaden the noise for your horses on the other side, as well as keep this wall protected. So that way if you do hang your bits and conchos, your bridles here, halters with the buckles or the clips, anything like that, and it gets to swaying back and forth as you drive down the road, it's not going to scratch up your trailer. And then like that tack trunk I mentioned, if you do go ahead and stick this up here against that partition wall, or maybe it's up front and it slides back here for some reason, when it hits this, it's not gonna scrape it up. So that is really nice that they went ahead and carpeted the entire partition wall in this trailer. I really like that feature a lot. That is definitely an upgrade I would do on a trailer, is carpet this entire wall. Just gonna protect it, make it last a lot longer. Helps with your resale value too. If you did end up having to sell this, maybe you want to upgrade to a 3-horse or anything like that in the future, it won't be all scraped up. So it holds its value really well. One last feature of this tack room is gonna be your water tank. You're gonna have one in the corner. It is 25 gallons. It is on a stand and it does come with a hose. So it fills at the top and then it's got that spigot at the bottom. You can just pop that spigot open and fill buckets there, fill dog water bowls, anything like that. Or you can hook up that hose and run that hose right out the door, fill water buckets, wash off your boots, anything like that. It's great having water on board, especially if you end up parking in the back of a parking lot or at the trailhead that doesn't have a spigot. Anything like that, you get stuck in traffic on the side of the road, you just never know. Got a layover with your horses, you will have water right here on your trailer. You can take it right from home with you. That way they're drinking the same water they're used to drinking at home. They're not gonna, some horses will shy off from water that they're not used to drinking, so this is their home water that they would bring with. You do have your spare tire mounted in that tack room. Doesn't take up a lot of space. I still think that's just a really great setup. Front tack room there, lots of storage space, and then we'll get to that rear tack later on. So on your side of your trailer here, we're gonna start up top. You have that 16-inch awning light up there for tacking up, untacking. Anything you're gonna need to work off the side of this trailer, you're gonna have that visibility there. There is also one in that front tack room too. So you have one inside your tack room and on the side of your trailer. You have some at the rear and inside your trailer as well. With it being a 2-horse slant load, you are gonna get 2 of these tie rings. We can always add more tie rings. I think it's nice just having at least the 2 on each side. That way you can tie them together, tie them separate, anything like that, but we can always add more. Maybe you want a 3rd one back here because you want to tie them a little further apart. That is an option that we can look into here at our service department in-house. Below that, we're gonna have 2 3,500-pound axles. They are on aluminum wheels here. I really like these black spoked wheels that we have on this trailer. I think it looks really sharp with that silver metallic color. This trailer empty, I think, is going to weigh right around 2,700 pounds. So with your GVWR of 7,000 pounds, because of those 2 3,500-pound axles, that gives you a lot of loading weight on top of those axles. So you guys have plenty of wiggle room there to load this full of horses, load this full of tack, throw some hay in there, whatever it is. With that gray trad rubber flooring in your front tack, it makes it easy to throw hay in there and then clean it up later on. Let's sneak around to the back side of this trailer here and take a look at that folding rear tack that we were talking about earlier. So with this tack, you are going to get a aluminum door organizer here, or aluminum brush tray on this door here, and some bridle hooks. These bridle hooks will have that kick mat behind them, so that way if you do hang stuff on this one instead of the carpet, it will have that kick mat to kind of keep it looking nice and keep it a little bit quieter for your horses. It'll be inside this trailer here. And this is that saddle post that we were talking about up front. Has 2 saddle spaces and then 2 saddle pad spaces. It is removable, so what we can do is take this out and move it up to the front if you want, or we can buy a second one of these and put it up front. If you want to have lots of storage options there, have your tack at front or the back, whichever one you want. Maybe you want some back here and some up front. That is an option. Or we can take this out and move it up front. All of these on here are adjustable. You can just loosen the bolt on these saddle trees or these saddle pad racks and just slide them up and down. So if you do want this a little bit closer to the ground, a little bit higher up off the ground, maybe you need to stick like a muck bucket under here or some water buckets, anything like that. You want to raise it up a little bit, we can raise those up. They're super easy. If you do decide to take this out, this rear tack is collapsible. So you're just going to pull your pins here, top and bottom, and then fold it in. And it's going to clip up inside and fold kind of flat up against this wall. So that way if you do need to use this as just a wide open space trailer, you have that option. You can do that. When this is open, you will have a butt bar here that'll work for this last slant here. That way if you get a horse that really likes to kind of jump the gun and back out as soon as you open that door, he will have this to set up against instead. That will go away if you collapse this rear tack, but when it's open, you do have that option. Then you're gonna have one divider inside this trailer to create your 2-horse trailer. This divider is padded on both sides, so we went ahead and did that already. That is an upgrade. And that is, I think, really nice for the horses. That way, if you get stuck in smooth some stop and go traffic and they're kind of bouncing off these walls a lot, it just helps make it a little bit nicer ride for them. This trailer does have the D-rings for your corner feeders. This one's a little bit icy, so it's not gonna clip open for me. We do wash these before you guys see them, and this one kind of sat outside last night and it was cold, so everything in here is icy. But this will clip here and it'll give you a corner feeder in each of your stalls. These bags, I've hooked these up for several clients now, and they are huge. You could fit half a bale in these things. They're really nice. Or you could stick a couple flakes in there and then hang a bucket in a corner too. That'd be really good, or throw some grain in there, something like that. But it is a really great usable space there versus having a manger here taking up all that space. That is just a corner feeder there, so that way they can still get their legs under it and stretch out if they need to. Those big LED, OptiBright LED lights in here, one over each stall. So you're definitely gonna be able to see what you're doing inside of this trailer. They are super bright and they're really nice. Give you and your horses lots of visibility getting in and out of this trailer. Or if you did need to collapse this and use this as just a straight stock trailer for other livestock, or if you're moving a friend or moving yourself, anything like that, you will be able to see all of what is happening inside of this trailer. This one also has that corner feeder, and then each stall is going to have a roof vent over it. You guys can push them forward to pull air in, or you can push them backwards to pull that air out, so they do work 2 different ways. So that's great for having that option on both of them, to go ahead and push it forward on that first one, pull the air in, and then pop this one out facing backwards to draw that air out and get a really good airflow, along with your sliding bus windows and your drops on your head side. You're gonna get a lot of ventilation inside this trailer, along with Cimarron's standard insulated roof. I'm sure you guys are very familiar with that. It is a great selling feature of these trailers, and is my favorite part of these trailers. It really does a great job of regulating the temperature inside of these trailers and just making a lot more comfortable ride for those horses that you have in there, or any other livestock. Is one of my favorite features of these trailers. So that, the roof vents, sliding bus windows, and your drops on your head side. Plenty of airflow, ventilation, and temperature regulation going on inside this trailer. These are very well set up trailers. Step around to our head side here and take a look at those big drop down windows that Cimarron has on their trailers. They are very big and I really like them. They bring in a lot of air. You can close them and have that sliding bus window, or you can drop them down like you guys see here and then stick it into its socket there, and that way it'll stay down once you're driving down the road. So you can leave it like this to keep that air moving. And if you want to drop those jail bars, you have that option as well, just pulling it through that gap there. So that way if you do need to fill that corner feeder that we saw inside, fill a water bucket, just check on your horses, make sure everything's riding good. You can do that. With this being that standard 6'10" wide trailer, you are going to have that full length running board, so you can step up on it and check on your livestock this way. And having all those lights in there, you'll really be able to see them and just make sure that everything is good going down the road. And the jail bars are good, so that way they don't get their heads out, so you never want that to happen when you're going down the road. But you can also close them and use those slider windows if you don't need a lot of ventilation. You'll notice above each window it does have a drip rail, so that's just going to prevent any moisture from getting inside of there and causing those windows to seize up. They are really high quality builds, and they're just really nice tight windows. And they're all kind of one-handed function, so it's really easy to operate all of this trailer. This side is going to have 2 of those tie rings as well as that 16-inch awning light, so you can tie up on this side too if you are working off that rear tack and still be able to see what you're doing. 3,500 pound axles down here with your nitrogen filled tires. You can tell because of our green valve stem cover there, just indicates these are nitrogen filled. So you'll notice today they are still very full. I think on the colder mornings they would typically maybe have a little bit less pressure until you get rolling down the road, and that's when they heat up and build up again. Not with these ones. They're just going to maintain that PSI really well for you and reduce the risk of a blowout. With this being a brand new trailer and brand new tires, They are the Lion's Head tires, so you're gonna get 1 year no questions asked replacement and 2 years of roadside assistance. Being a brand new Cimarron, you're gonna get an 8-year structure warranty, 3-year nose to tail and everything else. So really great warranties when you buy new. It's always enticing and a good motivating factor to purchase new, to get those warranties, give you that peace of mind running down the road. You guys can see that silver metallic color. I don't know if it's hard to see with that sun behind us or not, but I think it is a really pretty color. Not as dark as the charcoal. Some people think the charcoal is maybe a little too dark, but it is still going to be a standout from that white. We see so many white trailers nowadays. This gives you a nice kind of middle of the road there. So, like I said, brand new Cimarron 2023 Norstar 2-horse bumper pull, front tack and folding rear tack, padded divider, mangers. This is a pretty loaded up trailer. We can add more tie rings for you. There are still some upgrades we can do, but this is a really nice trailer and a little different tack setup than what we'll see with the rest of the trailers on the lot. So if you are interested in this trailer specifically, all of our trailers are going to have a stock number. It is going to have a sticker on the front. If you do come drive the lot, each trailer is going to have this sticker on the front with a stock number and a QR code that you can always scan this and it'll pull up the specific web page for this trailer. Or if you want to type it in online, you can use that stock number. It is 5N221418. And you can always reference that too when you call in if you aren't interested in this one and you want to call me directly and go ahead and get a deposit on this one and hold it for you. Just use that number so I know which one we're talking about. Again, my name is Michaela Geis. My phone number, contact info is just going to show up on your screen. That phone number is 303-918-6367. That is my personal cell phone. So if you guys prefer to call, text, whatever works for you, you can do that to my cell phone and get a hold of me directly. I look forward to helping you guys out and showing you another trailer next week. Have a great day.